The holiday season is a time for celebration, but it can also be challenging for people who have experienced the loss of a loved one. We're joined now by Denise Nansen. She is a bereavement counselor with Every Step. Denise, thanks for joining us this afternoon.
Thank you.
Well, I was asking you, the calls that you're getting this time of year from people, what are they asking you? What are their concerns?
They want to know how to handle the holidays when they're grieving. It doesn't feel like normal for them.
Right, and it's for a variety of reasons, but when we're talking about coping with loss, coping with grief, what do you tell them that they can do?
A couple things that have helped other people. I remind people that everyone grieves differently. So while there's no right or wrong way to grieve, there's no right or wrong way to handle the holidays when you're grieving either. And a couple things that have helped others, make a plan for the day. Talk to your family. Do we want to do everything the way we've always done traditionally, or do we want to change it up a little bit this year because our loved one's not here? And then secondly, to do something, if you feel up to it, to do something to remember and honor your person who died. It might be as simple as lighting a candle, or making their favorite food, going to the cemetery, buying a gift in their honor and donating it. Those sorts of things can be meaningful to people and help remember their special person.
Absolutely. You were telling me that there was Every Step held a remembrance service for quite a few families.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
We did that last week, and that was real nice. People just came and we shared some readings and some music just as a way to remember, lit candles in honor of our loved ones who had died.
We were talking a little bit about, the holidays. A lot of people will become overwhelmed, but what they do is they just, put a smile on their face and try to get through it the best as they can.
Yeah.
And I was saying, is that the right thing to do? For some people it might work, but for others it'll be a real struggle.
Yeah, it will. It will. And I think, there are going to be occasions, maybe a celebration where you go and you put that smile on, but if you can be real with someone, have a person in your world that you can talk to, and I'll just say one really helpful thing for people, just extra good self-care.
Sure.
Eat as healthy as possible on the holidays, get good sleep if you can, or rest. Extra compassion and grace for yourself, because it's not the same.
And it's okay. It's okay. I mean, the bottom line is to make sure that you are acknowledging that it is different and to feel your feelings. Don't block them.
Exactly. And to realize you can feel sadness, intense sadness, and thankfulness, and happiness all in the same moment. So it's okay to laugh. It's okay to have fun while you're grieving, if that moment arises during a holiday celebration.
You mentioned, you bring up that feeling, a little bit of guilt that can go along with this kind of coping mechanism as well.
Yes. Oftentimes people feel guilt in their grief, and that's something, if you have someone to talk to about that can be very helpful, just to lessen the intensity of that.
So is this dependent on age? I mean, we talk a lot about, if you're an adult, having someone to talk to, but as far as then the younger kids, how is that different during the holidays?
Yeah, for kids, I think they rely a lot on their adults. And so if adults can model good grief, they can cry, they can laugh, they can feel all the feelings and acknowledge this has happened, and allow kids to be part of those remembrance activities, to remember their loved one, whether it be the lighting of the candles or whatever you choose to do. Let the kids be part of that.
How about being that support person, that person that your friends or family can go to kind of have that quiet time or that reflection time? How do you become that person for someone else if you see them going through this?
Yeah. Oh, I can't listen. I can't say listen enough. If you have a loved one who's grieving, let them talk. Say their loved one's name who died. They want to hear that name. Hug them. Maybe offer to do some shopping for them or something practical. Can I pick up some groceries for you, or bring you a meal or some goodies? Those sorts of things are just thoughtful, but just listening, I think, is the biggest thing friends can do.
Okay, yeah, we know sometimes the smallest things that we think of can make the biggest difference to
Yes,
others.
yes.
Denise, thanks for joining us to
You're
talk
welcome.
about grief during the holidays. Here's some more information, services that are available, and resources, everystep.org, where you can go to grieve during the holidays but still celebrate the holidays.
Yes.